Hello students, today we are going to study horizontal curve. The presence of horizontal curve in horizontal alignment imparts centrifugal force in outward direction of the curve. It means that if there will be a horizontal curve like this, and if any vehicle is traveling on this horizontal curve with a velocity v, then there will be an outward force which is known as centrifugal force, which will be acting in the outward direction. So the presence of horizontal curve in horizontal alignment imparts centrifugal force P in outward direction of the curve. Effects of centrifugal force on vehicles are overturning of vehicle. It means that due to this centrifugal force P, there will be the overturning of vehicle. Next one is the lateral skidding of vehicle. Now due to this centrifugal force P, there will be lateral skidding of vehicle also. And the last one is the combined effect of overturning and lateral skidding. Now we will see one by one each and every point in detail, starting with the overturning of vehicle. Effect of overturning of vehicle due to centrifugal force P. Suppose that there will be a horizontal curve like this and vehicle is moving with a velocity v. So an outward force which is known as centrifugal force will be acting in the outward direction like this, denoted by capital P, and its value is mv square by r because it is a centrifugal force. We will see the cross section of this horizontal curve like this, which is shown here. Now this is the width of the vehicle, that is b, and this is the height, small h. Now suppose that vehicle is moving on a horizontal curve. Due to the movement on horizontal curve, there will be a outward force known as centrifugal force which is acting in the outward direction like this, which is shown here, and the weight of the vehicle will be acting in the downward direction, that is w, which is shown here. Now due to this centrifugal force P, there will be an overturning movement which is shown here, that is the overturning moment m naught, and due to this weight w, there will be a resisting movement, that is mr, which will be acting like this, opposite to that of overturning moment, and it is denoted by mr. Now the value of m naught will be equals to force into perpendicular distance, that is p into h, which is shown here, and the value of resisting moment will be equals to force into perpendicular distance, that is w into b by 2, which is shown here. Now impact factor I will be the ratio of centrifugal force P to the weight of the vehicle, that is W. Now to avoid overturning of vehicle, the resisting moment should be greater than the overturning moment. So we had written Mr should be greater than M naught. Now we will put the value of M naught, that is P into H, and we will put the value of Mr, that is W into B by 2. We will get I, which will be equals to P by W, which should be less than B by 2H for avoiding the overturning of vehicle. Now for unsafe condition, that is for overturning of vehicle, M naught should be greater than Mr, which is shown here. Now after putting the value, we will get I equals to P by W, which should be greater than B by 2H for unsafe condition. On the verge of overturning, it means that after increasing the overturning moment slightly, the vehicle will overturn. So at this condition, that is on the verge of overturning, m naught will be equals to mr. After putting the value of m naught and mr, we will get I equals to P by W, which will be equals to B by 2H. That will be the effect of overturning of vehicle due to centrifugal force P. Now one note is there that if there is no super elevation on horizontal curve, then for a vehicle negotiating the horizontal curve, pressure at outer wheel is more than pressure at inner wheel. It means that if there will be no super elevation on a horizontal curve, then the pressure at the outer wheel is more as compared to the pressure at inner wheel due to centrifugal force P. Now at the time of overturning, that is for case 2 and case 3, for unsafe condition and on the verge of overturning, total pressure is carried by the outer wheel only, because inner wheel just lost the contact with the road surface. It means that when vehicle is traveling along a horizontal curve, then inner wheel just lost the contact with the road and pressure at the outer wheel is very high. So all the pressure is carried by the outer wheel only, because inner wheel just lost the contact with the road. Now due to increase of pressure on outer wheel, it imparts more pressure on outer edges of road. It means that due to the high pressure at the outer wheel, it imparts more pressure on outer edges of the pavement, due to which consolidation occurs at one or more than one layer of pavement, which is called as ruts, which is shown here. Due to the large pressure on the outer wheel, rut formation will be developed on the pavement, which is shown here. Now the next effect is the effect of lateral skidding of vehicle due to centrifugal force. If the vehicle is moving on a horizontal curve like this, then there will be a lateral skidding force which will be acting in this direction, that is known as centrifugal force. So to balance this centrifugal force, there will be a lateral friction comes into picture like this, which will be denoted by capital F. We will cut the cross section of this road and we will see the vehicle like this. Now centrifugal force will be acting in this direction, that is P, and lateral friction force will be acting in this direction, that is capital F. This is the height, small h, and this is the width of vehicle, that is B. Now the weight of the vehicle is acting in the downward direction like this, and the normal will be acting in the upward direction like this. So F will be equals to FA plus FB. That will be the friction at wheel A and friction at wheel B. We know that the value of frictional force will be equals to coefficient of friction into normal, that is small f into n. Now in this case n will be equals to W, so we will write capital F will be equals to small f into W. Now to avoid lateral skidding, that is the safe condition, P should be less than F. It means that if F is greater than centrifugal force P, then lateral skidding will not take place. If P is less than F, then we will put the value of capital F, which will be equals to small f into W. So I will be equals to P by W, which is less than small f, that is coefficient of lateral friction. Now for unsafe condition, P should be greater than F. After putting the value of F, we will get I equals to P by W, which should be greater than coefficient of lateral friction, that is small f. Now the next case is the on the verge of lateral skidding. Now on the verge of lateral skidding, P will be equals to capital F, that is the friction force. So after putting the value of capital F, we will get I equals to P by W, which will be equals to small f, that is the coefficient of lateral friction. Now the combined effect of overturning and lateral skidding. To avoid overturning and lateral skidding, we had derived the condition before, that is I should be equals to P by W, which should be less than B by 2H or small f, that is the coefficient of lateral friction. Now what will be the value of I? That is the minimum of B by 2H or small f. That is all about the horizontal curve. Thank you very much, students.